This is a lamp. It's a floor lamp that I actually dug out of the dumpster behind my local home goods store. My husband and I had lunch, and we always drive out the back way from the shopping center, and they had a big dumpster. I guess it was their end of season clear out. And this lamp and a big basket and a nightstand were some things that I snatched up out of the dumpster. And really the only thing wrong with it is it had a lean. The screw on the bottom was loose, and all we did, let me see if I can show you this without breaking it. This little screw right here was loose. So we pulled the bottom felt off, and my husband tightened the screw, and now the lamp stands up perfectly straight. The only thing I don't like is the color. It had a $60 price tag on it. It was free for me. So he fixed the screw. I bought a $15 shade at Home Goods for it, and now I'm going to paint it. First thing you need to do is just make sure it's free of all the dust. So this is a Swiffer dry dust cloth, and I just made sure that it was clear of most of the dust and, my luck, dog slobber, because I have two very big boxers that drool all over everything. And then all I'm going to do is take this cord right here and tape it off with masking tape so I don't get paint on it. So I taped the end of the cord off, and actually, since there's no cover on the bottom, I just stuffed the extra cord up under the lamp. And now I'm just going to do a real thin coat with some primer. It's a little shiny and I don't feel like sanding it. Normally I wouldn't use Valspar. I'm not a big fan of Valspar products, but this is what I have handy, so this is what I'm going to use. So just a real thin coat. Make sure it's shake. Like, I'm not going to go crazy with the primer. Basically just like that, just to kind of cover up the shiny parts, and then I'm going to go over it with the paint. So I've let the primer dry for an hour like it says on the directions. So now I'm going to give it a coat of paint with a Krylon Satin Ivory spray paint. I usually like to use satin paints because they're easy to clean up, and I'm not a big fan of glossy. My house is mostly rustic, kind of southern country style, and satin kind of goes good. And then you can see it's like a creamy beige, not quite brown, more creamy whitey beige color. So that's the color I'm gonna put on the lamp now. I'm outside. I don't know if you can hear my air conditioner running, and I've got my two little helpers, Cooper and Bella, out here helping me wherever I am. They're usually not too far away. So I'm just going to give this a quick paint with the spray. I'm trying to get the lid off. So that's my next step. Whenever I spray paint something, I always spray something off my project just to make sure it's flowing really nice. And I always kind of off and on spray it like this. It's better to do lots of thin coats than one really thick coat so it doesn't drip or smear. So that's basically how I'm gonna paint my project. Not real good with painting with my left hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a coat of paint, and then I'll show you the finished project. So here is the finished lamp in the room. That plaid chair is getting ready to be recovered, so ignore the plaid. I think I used 3 thin coats of the Ivory Satin spray paint, and then I bought the burlap shade at Home Goods for $14. So total price was what, $17 for a lamp that had a price tag of, I believe, $69 on it. And that's the lamp that I found in the Home Goods dumpster. So I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope you go find yourself something fun at a thrift store and redo it yourself. And if you notice over here, I have another lamp that is similar. I painted it the same way, and I think this lamp was green. And I painted that and bought a lampshade, and I want to say I paid probably $4 for that lamp at Goodwill and $10 for the shade. So that lamp was more expensive than the floor lamp. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.